I'm not a fire expert, guys, but this ain't looking good. We're probably going to want to start a pretty significant response.
In August of 2023, this hillside fell victim to one of nature's most terrifying forces, wildfires, taking with it one of the off-road community's most beloved destinations, the Nahatlatch Fire Lookout. So this weekend, some friends and I are setting out wheeling with one goal in mind: to reach the best Firewatch towers left standing in British Columbia while we still can. Wildfires give no warnings. There is no closure date for these towers, and I'm not waiting for nature to assign one.
This is really, really cool up here.
My name is Tyler. Let's get lost. We are starting off this trip on the calm water's edge of Nahatlatch Lake. We arrived late last night, but this spot has positioned us not far from the remains of the Nahatlatch Fire Lookout. Before the fire in 2023, this was the most popular Firewatch tower to visit in the Lower Mainland.
Copy on 146.
Copy.
Radio check.
Gotcha.
Radio check.
Loud and clear. Go have some fun in the mountains, friends.
I never did make it up to the Nahatlatch Lookout before the fire, but I still wanted to head up and get a glimpse of where it stood, and to see what remains after a fire so hot engulfed the whole area. I think it's important for this trip to see what can become of a beloved location in a moment's notice.
For a day that was supposed to be rainy, the weather's been great so far.
Just saying, with Isabel, if we do this right, we should see rain for the weekend.
Yeah, no kidding.
Starting our ascent up the mountain, it's not hard to know a wildfire of magnitude has torched this valley. The road stability was in question for a few months after the fire, and hopefully the hillside can hold on for a few years as young trees begin to grow, adding a strong root system to the hillside once again. It's imperative that this road stays intact for a rebuild effort of the tower to take place.
Well, we found the rain.
Finally caught up to us.
Arriving to where the tower once stood, we're met with a grim sight of what remains: some tin and melted glass. We just made it up to what remains of the Nahatlatch Fire Lookout, and it's kind of sad. All there is just chunks of melted glass, and right over here in the middle, there's this aluminum from what they used to use, the tool up in there for finding the direction of the fire. So, hopefully it can be rebuilt one day, but for now, this is all that remains. A couple cement pads and the breathtaking view that the tower once stood above. What do you think of it up here, bud?
It's pretty sweet. I never really got up here before it burned, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to get up here now. And yeah, I mean, this place burning and watching it live on the webcam was like one of the big things that motivated me to get more involved with the Four-Wheel Drive Association. So I'm pretty excited that we'll get up here eventually and rebuild it. But
yeah, that'll be sweet.
I wish I got here before it burned.
Me too, actually.
Yeah.
It looked like it's a beautiful view up here.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful view.
It is, yeah. And the sun just kind of came out here a little bit. We're right in between the rain clouds.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Do you know how big it was?
The fire tower?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite tall. Like if you see the videos or the photos from back in the day,
yeah,
you know, I'm pretty sure there were stairs that you had to go up to.
Oh, okay.
One of those ones, not just like, you know, freestanding. It'll be pretty similar. So when we go to these other two fire towers,
yeah,
we're gonna go to Cornwall first, which is I think built on the ground and it's not quite as high up.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go to JZmine, but JZmine is a gem. Like JZmine is, we just took it over with the association and it's a freaking gem. It's
I'm stoked to get there.
Super tall and little secret, it's got the best outhouse in all of BC.
All right, I know what I'm doing on Sunday. With our eyes set on some more towers further north, we got air back up and hit the road for a few hours. We are now headed for the Cornwall grasslands for the next chapter of this adventure. Arriving at the base of the Cornwall Hills, we're currently weaving up the trail headed towards Three Sisters Recreation Site. This will set us up perfectly for our summit attempt in the morning. Alright, after a few hours on the road, we finally made it into camp. This is Three Sisters Recreation Site, maintained by the Four-Wheel Drive Association of BC, and it's going to set us up very nicely to head up to the Cornwall Firewatch in the morning. So it should be a really good night here. It's a nice little grassed-in area. It's a really beautiful little rec site, honestly. Should be a good night. And enjoy a good fire, some good food. I just want to take a moment to thank all of my subscribers and those who enjoy watching my content. Your support motivates me with each new video. I'm currently on the road to 15,000 subscribers. If you want to help out with that goal, your support would mean the world to me. With the day fading and the temperature dropping, we huddled around the fire to stay warm and shared stories and laughs as we eagerly await tomorrow's adventure.
So we try to ignore them, but like all the barking would annoy all of y'all, so.
I'm being really good. Gets to you a little bit, but I fixed that now.
Alright, so we all just got camp packed up. It is now raining this morning, and this trail is known to get extremely muddy. And on top of that, the far ridge line off in the distance, can't even see it right now because it's raining so hard, but it has a fresh layer of snow on it, so it might make getting up to these towers a little interesting. But we are going to get up to this Firewatch tower, and then after that we're going to head up to JZmine and try and get to what I think will be probably the best fire tower of this whole trip. So it's going to be a fun day. I'm looking forward to it.
I can already feel the mud.
Yeah, so that's, yeah, make it slow. Because you got flotation, you actually are floating on top of your traction.
Beginning our drive higher in elevation, the trail has a fresh light layer of mud from last night's rain, and from what could be seen at base camp, a dusting of snow in the peaks.
Who's stoked to see the Cornwall Fire Tower?
I am.
Who's been up here before? Just Gord?
Yeah, it's new for us.
I have.
We haven't.
Well, this should be a fun day.
The road up to the Cornwall Fire Lookout hasn't been confirmed as accessible yet this season, so we aren't sure what to expect with each turn. Just as I thought we were in the clear, I came around a corner to a 30-foot long snowdrift that's about 8 feet deep on the high side. It has melted and froze so many times, it's now a big block of off-cambered ice.
I gave it a good shot. It's pretty gooey, hard-packed snow, and it's pretty off-cambered.
Yeah, it's slick. It was trying to already kick me off the road and I wasn't even out in the middle yet, so. And the road's right there. Now, there is a grassy trail to our right where we can bypass this snowdrift. But with this Firewatch tower located in the Cornwall Hills Provincial Park, and with clear signage to stay on the trail, it's imperative that we tread lightly in these locations so future explorers can enjoy access to these beautiful places. And with the snowdrift being hours of digging, we decided to head back down the mountain and instead focus our attention on reaching what I think will be the highlight of our journey.
Welcome to the Marble Range.
The weather's cooperating. It's beautiful out.
Perched high in the clouds at 6,400 feet on the end of this mountain range sits the JZmine Fire Lookout. All that stands between us and the lookout is a long winding shelf road to the top.
Let's just hope that the snow is deep on the side and it's just a skiff on the road.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
It is hard to say. It looks pretty thick up there because you can't even see the lookout tower, and it's you can see the cut block stuff's thick.
Yeah, it's in the clouds, so it's really hard to say, but it definitely looks like there's a fair amount of snow.
As we start our climb up the mountain, the thought of hitting another snowdrift is lingering on our minds. This summit is a higher elevation than last, so we're hoping that the drier climate of this region has helped create less snowpack.
That sun holds. It could be beautiful up here.
We're just saying that's so much blue sky up there.
Off in the distance, amongst the clouds, the summit revealed itself, above the trees with a dusting of snow. Breaking out from the tree line, we're now on the most unforgiving section of this road. To our left is a vast exposed slope with a long ways to the bottom. The final climb to the tower will be a set of exposed, steep switchbacks.
Alright, but these next few switchbacks, momentum is your friend.
Copy that.
That gap, definitely put some gaps on that last corner before you go up.
Made it up to the JZmine fire lookout. The road coming up was pretty fun actually. Shelf roads get pretty narrow, but the view up here is spectacular. This is one of the best views I've ever seen.
This is such a cool place.
Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
Let's go inside and check this out.
Yeah, this is just where the plateau actually starts, right? You can see how flat off it goes. So as you go up even higher up to the next one, up to Cornwall, then the plateau just goes seriously just flat as far as you can see. And you can actually see the Rockies and stuff, right?
Yeah. What do you guys think of that up here?
About 6th, 7th time back. Just
Yeah.
keep on coming, keeps on giving. It's always a little different each time, right?
Yeah.
So this time we had a little bit of snow, makes it a little bit more challenging, and it's pretty cool when the sun cooperated, kind of just sitting right on top of us, letting us enjoy this, and after we leave, can do what you want to do. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this dial's like one of the best ones. Like, there's only a few that are in this good a shape, so
And at
that's
the
why we
last,
got.
and at that list when we were at Nat,
Yeah.
did you see all of the metal was just sitting there meshed into one chunk?
That
was this.
Yeah.
It's aluminum from what they used to use. The tool up in there for finding the direction of the fire.
That was just the perfect amount of snow and the perfect amount of clouds that just burned off perfectly as we came up.
What do you have to say about the watchtower?
What do I have to say about the watchtower? Well, first of all, pack out your garbage, people. There's a lot of garbage up here, and Four-Wheel Drive Association and Caduceus don't like it when you mess this place up. We're trying to take care of it, so we'll take that out. But otherwise, yeah, best fire tower in BC in my opinion. It's like still in great condition, and got 2 great associations looking after it. So
take care of these
and
places.
like the view is freaking sweet.
Breathtaking.
Yeah, like we're right on the
attest to
edge. Yeah, we're right on the edge of like the high plateau, so you can see, like right now you can see 200 kilometers.
Yeah, nuts.
It's pretty cool.
Fire tower is actually in excellent shape, and it's good that there's associations like the Four-Wheel Drive Association of BC that actually take care of these locations and ensure that they're around for others to enjoy in the future. So if you ever come up here, take care of it. These are pretty old buildings, and they're a piece of BC's history for looking out for wildfires. Now we just use satellite, and so this is very old school, and it's, like I said, it's a very cool piece of history. So I feel very blessed to be able to come up here and take a look at it while it's still standing, and just enjoy it and see it for myself. But I'm gonna enjoy the view up here. It is incredible. After a good hour of being up top, enjoying the view, we begin our descent, destined for a warmer climate to make camp. I find myself never wanting to leave these locations, as I never know how long it will be before I return, or if this will be my last time. Although the backstory of this video is based off of what is currently a fictional event, a what if. Nobody ever thought Nahatlatch would burn down, and I'm sure nobody thinks JZmine will either, and I hope it never does. This video was made as a reminder to visit the places you've always dreamed of going, because tomorrow isn't promised, for us, as well as these beautiful locations. Remember to take the time to get a little lost, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Cheers.